Hello everybody and welcome to another broadcast of the Show 18 franchise mode here on the Viper TV here, and this is game 37 of our 162 season, and this is game 2 against the Baltimore Orioles. There is no really news to report, but I will mention I deeply apologize if I've really been lacking on the videos. I've been, you could say, extremely busy. There's just a lot going on, and that's why I'm having a hard time on getting these videos out, but I promise I'm getting these videos as quickly as possible. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe again. Either way, back to today's matchup. As for Baltimore, we got Kevin Guzman versus Chris Archer. Excuse me, I messed up right there. My mouth is dry, so that was why I was stuttering there for that brief moment. So either way, I'm gonna go, or actually before we start, I almost forgot, I gotta show you guys the American League East standings, and we are in 4th right now with our last victory. We won 2 in a row coming in, and we're actually playing 500% baseball right now, and we're still 4-6 in our last 10, and our opponents, the Baltimore Orioles, are in last, and they are 2-8 coming into tonight's game, and 6-5, or 6.5 out of first against the Yankees. I twisted my words there for a moment, and the Yankees, they've been on top all season, and they will probably continue that way. So either way, I'm going to go ahead, get the lineup set up here, and we'll get the game rolling here. Our starting lineups have been set, as you can see on the left side of your screen. I hope you guys enjoyed this video here. If you're new, once again, subscribe. I will catch on at the end, give you guys my post-game thoughts and highlights. So sit back, enjoy everybody, and I will talk to you guys at the end.
Saturday Night Baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. These two square off on the diamond right after this. Kevin Guzman will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Now here's the pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, it was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Ro, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like you said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Here it comes on 1-1. Right over the middle, knee high. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch. A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
First offering on its way. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Mancini is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Left fielder, Jose Bautista.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jose Bautista. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. First pitch on its way. Missed with a slider. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. Will give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Tampa Bay 0. Orioles coming up. You're watching the show. Chris Archer, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
Josh Harrison stands in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tough slider down low for a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
1-2 now. Hit hard to short. Fielded by Hechavarria. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup and one thing jumps out. The fact that there is a ton of swing and miss up and down the lineup. They lead the league in strikeouts, and I'll tell you what, could become a big problem today if this guy's hitting the outside corner.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. 2 hits in 7 tries. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Mancini playing here in his age 26 season. He was an 8th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level. It looked like from our perspective he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get to him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Here's Manny Machado now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Archer steps into his windup. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Duffy right there. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore with no score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Logan Morrison, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Here's Carlos Gomez. His career numbers against Kevin Gausman. He's a .375 hitter. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one. And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. On deck is Jason Worth. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fastball in there, 3-2. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Jason Worth. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now.
I would say the pitcher would tell us up here that that wasn't great execution, but he definitely had him off balance. That is a pitch in his arsenal that he can go to.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Here's Echeverria now. Swing and a liner. And Davis will just watch this go by. It's a fair ball. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Duffy, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the first and second pitch.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Jesus Sucre, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Hey, great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
The 2-2 one more time. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Count still full, 3-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roy. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
Into the box, Denard Span. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Looking to minimize the damage here. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
1-1. Here it is. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And he can't hang on to the ball here at home plate. And that'll have to be ruled an error.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. But this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Rays 3 and the Orioles nothing. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Here's a strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature of this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball, really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's focus on Jose Bautista, known obviously for the high leg kick and the light tower power. He's no slouch defensively, works hard at his craft, and has the ability to throw guys out with a strong and accurate arm.
Ready now for Baltimore, Jonathan Schoop. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race. And now a pitch on the way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. One out, nobody on. And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
2 great pitches down in his zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
And now a pitch on the way. Very weakly on the ground. That ball's foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. The next 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Head-to-head against Chris Archer, comes in with 6 hits in 23 at-bats. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
3-0 now. Tim Beckham would be next. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
In now for the O's, Tim Beckham. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses inside 1-0. Trumbo is off at first with 2 away. And a slider on the inside for strike 1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Archer comes set. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Orioles. Still down 3-0. Riding in once again, Jose Bautista. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First delivery to him on the way. A changeup over the inside corner. Bautista, more often known as Joey Bats. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
I think getting the leadoff man in every inning is important as a pitcher. When you're coming off an inning that you really labored through, it makes all the difference mentally.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Back goes Trumbo into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run that time off the bat of Jose Bautista. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Rays have opened it up even further now. It's 4-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it, just like he did.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison.
Logan Morrison.
As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And that misses 1-1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Squared that one up just a little late. Base is empty here with nobody out. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Ready for another chance, Carlos Gomez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a neck-high fastball that time. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. To his right, Beckham. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jason Worth.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Worth. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Two out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
2-1 the count to Jason Worth. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. We play 2.5. It's now 4-0 Tampa Bay. Into the box now, Colby Rasmus. Only one hit for him in his last 4 ball games.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one. Head-to-head against Chris Archer. He's got 5 base hits in 21 at-bats. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 0-2 once more.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Standing in now, Caleb Joseph. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 3 homers and 8 runs batted in. This one's down to third. Duffy comes up with it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter, Josh Harrison.
Digging in to try it again, Josh Harrison. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Archer looks in. First pitch on its way. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Orioles still looking for their first hit of the ball game. A ball and a strike. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail here 4-0. Stepping into the box, Adeiny Echeverria. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Been a real big struggle for him so far on the mound. 4 runs and only 3 innings, so It'll be interesting to see if he can settle in at all and make some adjustments, or if this start will continue to run downhill.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 5. Matt.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Duffy. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Line to the right side. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. Around second now and headed for third. The relay, and he is in there.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Into the box now, Jesus Sucre, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 1-1.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Span is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
The 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. Mancini is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rays strand just the 1. But they're in front 4-0. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Trey Mancini.
0-1's the count.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Rays Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. Ready now, Manny Machado. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Bautista is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Archer gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. And this will be fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 4-0. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Digging in once again, Jose Bautista. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter, so I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. And even 1-1 count to Bautista. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3. Logan Morrison will be next. 1 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Now batting, third baseman.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
In now, Logan Morrison. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Ready for another shot now, Carlos Gomez. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. Bautista, the runner at first with 2 gone. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Jason Worth would be next. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Jason Worth.
And now here comes Oriole manager Buck Showalter on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 35, Brad Rock.
Jason Worth will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away.
Yeah, Matty V, no one outside of Jason Worth has seen more pitches per plate appearance in the last 5 years in the National League. He likes to take them deep in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard hit ball to second, taken in by Scope. On to first, and the Rays are kept off the scoreboard here as the side is retired. So they let him off the hook here by scoring no runs despite the 2 walks. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Rays 4 and the Orioles nothing. Here's Jonathan Scope now. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at a count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time. Here's Mark Trumbo now.
As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Hard ground ball to third. And the Orioles have their first hit of the game.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Now in the box, Tim Beckham looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat, and that misses, ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. At the plate, Colby Rasmus. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Trumbo leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Weak roller right side. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Orioles leave one. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Here's Echeverria now. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
First offering on its way. First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball one. Movement in the Orioles bullpen now as they've got a left-hander up and throwing. And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game perhaps. It's 2-1. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Digging in and looking for more, Matt Duffy. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
The 1-0. Misses above the zone for a ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Nobody out, runner on first. Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. The second for one, back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Into the box, Jesus Sucre, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock, he's 1 for 5. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Stepping in now, Denard Span, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Mancini will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Joey Wendell.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joey Wendell. He was sent packing on strikes in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
Mm, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hit in the air to left field. Mancini has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. Rays strand a pair. They lead it 4-0. Riding in once again, Caleb Joseph has start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Josh Harrison. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And a slider not close here as he missed with it down and in. It's ball 1. Sent on the ground out to second. Wendell has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Ray Mancini.
Ready for another shot now. Trey Mancini. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Gomez has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. We're in the 7th with the Rays out in front, and let's get you caught up with our game summary for the first 6 innings. Digging in to try it again, Jose Bautista, and his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. Pretty average results, 4 for 15. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Here comes the first pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. A leap at the wall, but forget it, it's gone. A home run. It's a solo home run for Logan Morrison. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Rays have opened this up to 5-0.
I can tell you one thing, you might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
The batter, right fielder, Carlos Gomez.
Here's Carlos Gomez. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. Couple of walks for him thus far. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Trumbo has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Jason Worth.
Digging in once again, Jason Worth. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. From the stretch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here now the 2-2. The bouncer up the middle. Machado is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. One for the Rays on the solo home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Rays 5 and the Orioles nothing. Here's Manny Machado now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, we're moving into the later innings right here. This guy's continuing to pitch well with his first pitch strike percentage well over 60%. That's about league average so far, so he's right on point.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Chris Davis now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. On its way is pitch number 75. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's Archer on 1-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Archer gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out, nobody on. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 61, Evan Wackenwood.
Here's Echeverria now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Echeverria.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2. Matt Duffy is on deck. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Ready for another chance? Matt Duffy, so far 2 for 3 in this one. Echeverria aboard here at first with nobody out. And there's ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. A runner at first with no outs here. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
In now, Jesus Sucre. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Missed with a breaking ball.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Echeverria rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead they might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
A runner at second, nobody out. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. The 1-0 misses off the plate.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Runner at second here with one man out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
3-1. Here it is. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Mancini is there. Two gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Jose Bautista.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jose Bautista, runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and two strikes.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And Trumbo will put this one away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rays are in front 7-0. Here's Mark Trumbo now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Grounded back. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And the throw will be too late at first, so a strange play there as he'll wind up with an infield single.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Tim Beckham stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Trumbo on at first, nobody out. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Fielded cleanly. Echeverria for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly two away now. Ready once again, Colby Rasmus. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Donnie Hart comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Logan Morrison. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
The last at bat, Nettie D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Oh, and he misses it. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. So digging in now, Carlos Gomez. He flew out in his last at bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Joseph moving to his left. One down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jason Worth.
Here's Jason Worth. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Up around the face. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Now the 2-1 is a changeup that drops below the knees for a ball.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
The 3-1 hit sharply toward the right side. Trumbo there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Adani Echeverria.
At the plate, Adani Echeverria, a hit in 2 tries for him so far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Morrison is off at first with 2 away. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 1 left for Tampa, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Ready now for Baltimore. Caleb Joseph starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch on its way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Now the 0-1. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
The designated hitter,
Josh Harrison stands in. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Swinging a soft liner, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. One strike now from Archer. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out.
the shortstop, number 13, Manny
In now for the O's,
Machado.
Manny Machado. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Archer comes set. Here comes the first pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Baltimore down to their final strike. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Hit hard towards second. And that's through, a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it 7-1 now.
They were in the middle of this one already, D-Row, and they finally score a run, and they've had a tough time scoring some runs.
Yeah, after taking it on the chin yesterday, it's nice to finally break through. Maybe this gives the offense the confidence it needs.
Your attention, please.
Sergio Romo will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Standing in now, Chris Davis, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Taken, called strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first two of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Rays took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Chris Archer wins his 3rd of the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Well, that's pretty much going to be a wrap for us here. Game 2 against the Orioles here. I'll give you my post-game thoughts and highlights here. And, wow, I mean, what a game. And I got to hand it to Chris Archer. He almost pulled it off and pitched the full game shutout right there, and just 1 out short of that. And I was really concerned when Machado came up. I thought he can do it, and Archer was out of energy, and I was right, and Machado did it, but lucky enough it was just a base hit and only 1 run scored. So brought in Romo so we can just walk away with the win. So the bats were really good. Defense was pretty good. Some people could have been a little better, like Wendell. He's struggled in this series, and Worth has struggled. So unfortunate for them, but it's just a little slump, and I know they'll come back as well as Gomez. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. So good win for us, and we win the first 2 on the road, and look for the sweep in Game 3 and get ready to go to Kansas City. And Morrison and Batista's been pretty good in this series, so that's good with them 2 home runs. And I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. I mean, just everything was good. And I gotta say this to Baltimore, I can't believe the walks that they did today, and that's another reason how they lost. So Sucre, he went what, 2 for 3 or 2 for 4, 3 for 4, I can't remember, but good performance by Sucre with his 3 RBIs, and he needed that. So that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to really say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game, if it was or wasn't the outcome. If you're new to the channel, once again, please subscribe, and I will see you guys for Game 3.